do this. Good morning, good morning, good morning. A loving good morning to everybody. Let me get myself situated, make sure that I'm all in here, that my hair is done and my lips is good. Good morning out there. A loving good morning, Philip D. Phillips. I love how he uses his whole name, Philip D. Phillips, so we will not make any mistakes. We will know who it is. Good morning. Good morning, Gina. Good morning to everyone loading into our global living room this morning. Good morning, Verenda. Verenda, good morning from Los Angeles. Where you calling from? Omaha, Nebraska. Good morning. That's where they get the good steaks from. Good morning to everybody loading into our viral living room. As you know, this room is about growing and living and learning and healing. Good morning from BK, New York. Yeah, great and grand and glorious rising to you this morning, Philadelphia, Morocco, who else? Baltimore, Swit. This is your antiviral message, and this is day 59. Can you imagine? And we are still here. Day 59, and we are still here. And this morning, we are lifting the spirit and the memory of Representative John Lewis. Yes, a loving soul, a beautiful man, and a faithful servant dedicated to the evolution of humanity. The last time I spoke to Representative Lewis, we were on a plane going from from Atlanta to DC, and we talked about freedom. Yes. So he was a civil rights warrior. And he fought a good fight. Yes, I know C.T. Vivian is also gone. So we'll miss his physical presence, but we will hold on tightly to all that he gave and all that he shared with us. So come on in from wherever you are this morning, London, Alabama, yes, wherever you are. And this morning we are suiting up with freedom in honor of John Lewis. So as you come in, I want you to complete this thought form. I claim my freedom to. I claim my freedom to create, to be, to grow, to heal, or I create my freedom from. Or you can do some of one and some of the other. This morning we are suiting up in freedom. Brooklyn, we're suiting up in freedom. Yes, we are. I claim my freedom from. I claim my freedom to. Come on, suit up this morning, San Antonio. What are you claiming? What is your freedom? What is your freedom this morning? Montreal, Detroit, Virgin Islands. I claim my freedom from overthinking. Yes, I claim my freedom from to create. Come on, Guyana. What are you claiming? Good morning, all my Swits loading in. I claim my freedom from the past. Yes, I claim my freedom from fear of the future. Come on, California, Inglewood, Schaumburg. Come on, what are you doing? Somerville, South Carolina. I claim my freedom to. I claim my freedom from. We are suiting up Trinidad and Tobago in freedom in honor of Representative John Lewis. That was the last conversation I had with him on a Delta flight from Atlanta to DC. I claim my freedom from resistance. Come on, you know what to do. I claim my freedom to heal my heart. Yes, I claim my freedom from past hurts. I claim my freedom from lack and limitation. I claim my freedom. Yes, I do, from negative thinking. Come on, Louisiana. What you claiming your freedom from this morning? Claim your freedom from whoever, from whatever, from wherever. I claim my freedom to. I claim my freedom from. Come on, let's suit up with some freedom this morning. There's a lot of stuff going on in the universe. I don't know if you feel it, but I certainly feel it. There is a lot going on, okay? I claim freedom from my marriage. Oh, okay. I'm with you on that one if that's what you want. Freedom from addiction, yes. Freedom from unconscious speaking. Freedom from racial bias. Come on. Freedom from fear. Freedom from freedom to love. Yes, come on. Claim my freedom to recreate my life moment by moment by moment by moment by moment. I claim my freedom from lies and deception. Come on. I claim my freedom from the corona. All right? I claim my freedom to breathe. I claim my freedom from depression. Excellent. Come on. I claim my freedom from toxic people. Come on, Vancouver. What are you claiming your freedom from? Past regrets, or just regrets in general? Future regrets, past regrets, it don't matter. Just claim your freedom this morning. We are doing that in honor of Representative John Lewis, who shuffled off out of the physical envelope and is now in the higher realm for us, for all that he did, for all that he gave, for all that he was, for all that he carried. We are claiming freedom. We are suiting up this morning in freedom. I claim my freedom to have some fun. I claim my freedom to just, oh, come on, that's it. Limitation. Yes, come on, from depression and loneliness. Claim each one individually. Come on, claim each one individually. Don't load them up in there together. We are sending this out in the universe, so we want the universe to be clear about what we're clear about. I claim my freedom from racism. I claim my freedom from the inner critic. Come on, that must be a switch. Talking like that. The inner critic, the inner judge, the inner wounds, the inner brokenness. Come on, Barbados. Come on. Welcome into the global living room. What are you claiming your freedom to do right now? Remember, we did this together for days and days and days. You live tomorrow what you create today. I claim my freedom just to exist. I claim my freedom from the ego. Yes, I love it. Come on. What you claiming your freedom to do? What you claiming your freedom from? From inner brokenness. Yes, from the belief in brokenness, okay? I claim my freedom from limiting beliefs. Somebody needs to put that in the thread. I claim my freedom from limiting beliefs. I claim my freedom from, I claim my freedom from ancestral limitations. That's big for me this week, because that's what's going on in the universe. You know, I know some of y'all don't understand astrology and the movement of the planets, but I want to know what's going on everywhere. And the planet Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion, has met up with Uranus, the planet of unexpected events. So when unexpected things come up, it's going to expand. So if you see like craziness going on in your life this week, that's because Jupiter and Uranus are squaring each other. Ooh, it is rough out here. It's hard out here in the world, okay? So come on, claim your freedom from anything that came up this week that set you off on the wrong path, all right? Claim your freedom to be beautiful. Yes, freedom from financial lack. Come on, somebody. Yes, Compassion Tribe, good morning to all my Swits. Ancestral, they got anciental, okay? I claim my freedom from any habit that does not serve my highest and greatest good, okay? We're going to claim freedom this morning. So come on in. Claim my freedom from self-doubt. Oh, that's beautiful. Claiming your freedom to be, to do, claiming your freedom in memory of Representative John Lewis, who stood and fought and walked and was beaten for freedom. That was the last conversation we had on the Delta flight. Yeah, we talked about freedom, inner freedom and outer freedom. And can you imagine he watched Fix My Life? You know, when he said that to me, I just wanted to spit and hoot. Yes, thank you. Claiming your freedom. Doesn't that feel good? Claim your freedom to be confident. Claim your freedom to be creative. Claim your freedom to be, yes, generational curses. Claim your freedom from that. Big this week, I'm telling you, in my own life, okay? So I'm just trying to help a sister out, okay? I'm trying to help myself. I'm trying to help myself, and I'm just sharing it with you, because we come here to the global living room as we rise every Saturday to be grand and glorious and great. And so we begin. Come on. Keep on claiming that freedom. And we're going to breathe. Yeah, just breathe. I got something good for y'all this morning. I got something good for you this morning. Yes, I do. Yes, so come on, just take a nice long inhale and a nice long exhale. Again, a nice long inhale And a nice long exhale. And just relaxing this morning, in this moment. This morning, I want to share with you the 3 P's. And we're going to clean up a little bit of stuff, okay? Is that good? So I invite you, just as you relax your shoulders and your belly, to bring to mind a situation or circumstance and experience of recent times. Maybe this week, last week, something that happened that caused you some level of disharmony or upset or imbalance. Just bring it to mind. Don't review the cast of characters. Just bring whatever it is to mind. An argument with my partner, upset with my sister. My mother said so and so. Just bring it to mind. And in your mind, I want you to do this. Hit the pause button. Pause and breathe. We just put that situation on pause. Just hold it steady in your mind. Pause. Yeah. Just pause. That means nothing's moving, nothing's happening. And breathe. Now with that one thought or that one word or that one remembrance, I want you to come fully present to the situation. Not recounting the story, but just come present to whatever it is. We're on pause. But come present to the thoughts, the feelings, the desires, the expectations, the judgments, the upsets. Try to get it in a short sentence. What is it? She upset me, disrespected me, never does, Just a short sentence. Take a breath. It's on pause, and you're present to whatever it is. I want to introduce you to a new technology this morning. It's called Check Yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Ain't that what Ice-T said? And on here, I have some divine guidance. Just divine guidance. Holding that thought, pause, and whatever the upset is. And I'm going to take the Check Yourself cards. I'm going to throw them up in the air. And then I'm going to pick them up. And I'm going to read the card that was facing up. Okay? I'm reading the card that was facing up. And this card says, no, nah, nope, no, beloved, no, fool, no, thank you, no, not now, no, not ever, no, not me, no, not you, no, not them, no, not this, no, not that. No nonsense. No foolishness. No lies. No more. Your no does not require an explanation. It stands alone, for it represents you. If you want a strong yes, you must master the art of no. Take a breath. And whatever that situation is, I want you to just say no to anything that limits your freedom. No to anything that dishonors you. No to violating my boundaries. No to acting that way towards me. No towards treating me that way. No. And breathe. And now, you know how to proceed. Just say no. Okay? Check yourself. Let's do another one. How about another one? How about another one, okay? Take a breath. Bring to mind another situation, another circumstance, another person with whom you have some disharmony or discord or upset. Just bring it to mind and hit pause and breathe. Now come present to your thoughts and feelings about it. Come present to. Is it hurt? Is it sadness? Is it anger? Is it upset? Is it a judgment? What's going on? Just come present to it. Not a long explanation. My sister, my mother, my father, my coworker, my supervisor, my finances, whatever it is just come present to it. We're going to take the check yourself cards. I'm going to throw them in the air. And I'm going to pick up the cards from the floor and read the first card that comes up, okay? And this card says, rise. You having a breakdown? The card says, rise. Here's what it says. Rise up to your highest potential and help others rise up to theirs. Rise up above small-mindedness. Rise every morning grateful. When others spew venom, rise above it. When always take the high road so that you rise. Rise above any thought, any circumstance or situation that is beneath you. When you are pulled down by muck and mire, be as light as a feather and rise. So think about that thing and rise yourself above it in your mind. Above that person, above that situation. Not that you're better than it, not that you're better than them. Just rise. Rise and look down on it and bless it. I bless it. I say no to what doesn't honor me, and I bless it. Rise. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. One more, because we're going to have 3, and then I'm going to tell you how to work the 3, how to work the combination, okay? Bring to mind something that's going on within you, for you, about you, in your life. It could be your kids, your partner, your work, what to do next. Just bring it in a short sentence. Just bring it and hit pause. No more thought about it. No more feeling about it. Just hit pause. Just hit pause. Now come present to the thoughts, the feelings, the energy about it. What are you thinking about it? What are you feeling about it? 1 word, 2 words, yeah? What's your judgments about it? How is it enslaving you? How is it hindering your freedom? Just think about it. Now I'm going to throw the cards in the air. Pick up the first card that's facing up, and that card says, move. 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 Your address, move your body. Shake out anything stagnant, stiff, or stuck. Take a walk, a leap, a step away from unloving relationships and life patterns. Change your perspective. Move closer to the people who nourish you. Move away from those who don't, okay? Move to the things that care for you. Step away from everybody and everything else. And as Shalimar sang, make that move right now, baby. Take a breath. No. I rise above it and I move. You got your 3 cards. You got your 3 orders. Now proceed. Okay? Pause. Come present. Get your insight. And then proceed. That's what we're doing this morning, okay? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Those are my lovely little check yourself cards. That's how they work. You can get 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards. You can do it every day. All you do is you throw them in the air and you pick up the first card that is facing up. Let me tell you what this one says. Let loose. Let loose. Be silly, loopy, crazy, hula hoop, wave to the children on the school bus, twirl around and then fall down on the ground. Put on a costume, go trick-or-treating, tickle your beloved and be willing to be tickled back. Make funny faces, stick your tongue out at your friends, laugh hard, laugh loud, and laugh long. Just let loose. Okay? Those are your love yourself cards. So I'm going to tell you more about your check yourself cards. I'm going to tell you more about them later, but just remember the process, whether you have the cards or not. Pause, come present, get a word, and proceed. Okay? Pause in your mind. Stop thinking about it, feeling about it. Just put everything on pause. Come present to what it is. 1 word, 2 words, 3 words. Get a word about what you want and then proceed. You can always use your check yourself cards too. All right? Okay. So today, let us send light, love, and healing energy to yourself. I'm going to tell you about the cards. Let's do what we're doing. Come on, we got to do our work. Light, love, and energy to ourselves. To yourself. I don't know about y'all, but this week has been rough. Okay? Lots of energy. Lots of moving parts. Lots of moving pieces. The corona's rising and people are going crazy. They're talking about the kids going back to school. Let me tell you something. Can't nobody tell me what to do with my children. Okay? I'm not waiting for Fauci or Gupta or Trump or the mayor or anybody. All right? Don't tell me what to do with my kids. I'm going to get pause. I'm going to come present. I'm going to get a word and I'm going to make a choice, right? And they keep making us choose between getting out in the world and going out and getting infected and making money. Come on. God is my source and my supply. I work for God Incorporated. I can't never go back to work. I'm going to eat. And if I don't eat, I got enough fat on my butt to last me a few weeks. I can remember them bowls of macaroni. All right? But just come present and send some light and healing energy to yourself. Just pause the world for a moment. Pause the world. Think about all that you've been through this week, this month, yeah? And just send yourself light and love and healing energy. See your whole body surrounded in white light or pink light or green light. Either one of those, white or pink or green, will energize you and cleanse you. I want you to see, feel, imagine, intended to be so. That your feet are like little spigots, little faucets, yeah? I want you to open the faucet and just let everything drain out of the bottom of your feet. All of the worry, the anxiety, the depression, the loneliness, the anxiety, whatever it is. Just see it, feel it, imagine it, that it's pouring out of the bottom of your feet into the core of the earth. Yeah. Come on, just let it drain out. You don't have to know how, and you can't do it wrong. Just see it, feel it, imagine a hole, something in the bottom of your feet, and just let all of the energy of the week, of the month, of the day, the worry, the stress, just let it drain out of the bottom of your feet, down into the core of the earth, where the earth will take it and fertilize it and turn it into something good. And breathe. Come on, breathe. Pause and release. Pause and release. Yeah. Just let it go. Blessing yourself this morning. Claiming your freedom this morning. Blessing yourself with light. Blessing yourself with love. Blessing yourself with truth. Blessing yourself with joy. Blessing yourself with wisdom this morning. If you want to touch yourself, touch your face, touch your shoulders, any place that may be hurting you, just touch those knees. Come on, the back, your breasts, your face. Touch yourself. Don't be afraid to bless yourself this morning. Yeah, bless. And breathe. And place your hands on your heart with me. And you may say these words aloud or you can repeat them silently. Whatever works for you. Take a breath in. May I know my value and worth. May I know my value and worth. May I live within my full potential. May I live within my full potential. May I love myself unconditionally. May I love myself unconditionally. May the truth of my being unfold with grace. Ooh, come on, let's do that again. Let's do that again. Holding your heart, everything's on pause. Come present to yourself, surrounded by white light, pink light, green light, hands on your heart. May I know my value and worth. Take a breath. May I live within my full potential. Take a breath. May I love myself unconditionally. Take a breath. May the truth of my being unfold with grace and ease. Take a breath. Come present. I bless me. I bless me. Yeah. Just allow the light to bathe every cell, every atom, every molecule of your being. And you know your value and your worth and love yourself unconditionally. Live your full potential. If we could just live our potential as divine beings, ooh, it would be more than enough. Yeah. Blessing yourself today. Checking yourself today. Our message today is check yourself. I got this little thing I want to read to you. Life doesn't have to be hard. Can you hear me? Life doesn't have to be hard. As human beings, we all face moments where we have reactions to people and situations that result in a demonstration of the worst part of ourselves. Whether you are reacting to fear or stress or simply behaving badly. When moving through a new or difficult experience, there comes a point where you just have to check yourself, okay? Check in with your thinking, check in with your feeling, check in with what you are doing. You don't always have to go off or blow up at people, but we do. There are also those moments when all that is going on around us or within us robs us of our capacity to slow down and check in so we can take the most next appropriate step. These are check yourself moments. Moments when you just have to stop, take a breath, hit pause, and check in. Remember, energy follows awareness. And very often we go off and we blow up or we break down because we don't take the time to check in. Yeah? Check yourself. That's why I created these cards. Because every now and then I just need to check myself. I'm going to talk to you about that. Yeah? These were created by me and one of the members of my workshop team, Danny Stillwell, who's a sweat. She's a sweat. And we created these check yourself cards because I was listening to what Ice Cube said. He said, check yourself before you wreck yourself. And every now and then we, particularly with all of this energy that's going on, we run the risk of wrecking ourselves by just moving so fast and never stopping, never hitting pause, never checking in. Come on. So this is what they look like. They come in a little bag like this. Yeah? Yeah, Deacon Ice Cube. I love it. They come in a little bag. I wanted them like this so you could carry them anywhere. You could put them in your backpack. You can put them in your purse. You can put them in in something, because you got to walk with them. And every now and then you just have to go over in the corner and say, okay, I don't know what to do, and I'm getting ready to act up, so let me throw these in the air and pick up a card and check yourself. Okay? It's 58 cards, I think. I don't know how many cards. What difference does it make? I don't know. I tell you what, did they help you this morning? Did what you hear this morning help you? Huh? Did it answer that thing that was going on inside of you? It don't have to be this. The process is pause, come present, get a word, and then proceed. You don't have to get the word from the check yourself card. You can get a word from the Holy Spirit. Pause. Yeah? Come present. Yeah? Get a word and then proceed. Those are your 3 P's. Pause, presence, proceed. I'm just offering the check yourself cards as a possibility for you. I'm going to tell you where to get them. We're going to put the link in the thing. But don't forget, we got our reading. We got things to do. We got our reading today, all right? We're going to put the link in the thread, so if you want them, you can get them. Thank you, Danny. Danny did these cards, and we used to use them in our workshop all the time. Because sometimes you just can't think. You need a word. I don't know about you. Sometimes I need a word, and the word will get me there. All right, this morning, our reading is coming from Trust. Trust. Mastering the 4 essentials. Trust in self, trust in God, trust in others, trust in life. I'm doing that because it's so much going on. It's hard right now to trust yourself. It's hard just to stay present in the moment. Okay? So we're going to look at trust yourself. So I'm reading from page 47 in the soft cover. I don't know what it is in the hard cover. All right? Listen. Your feelings give information so that you can make the necessary adjustments in your behaviors and environment. On the physical level, if you feel cold, your body is telling you to do something, to take the necessary steps to get warm so that you can protect your physical organism. Likewise, if we have an emotional experience, the mind and body are sending you a message. There is something you need to do or stop doing, some action you need to take or bring to an end in order to protect, nurture, and take care of yourself. That's what the cards are saying. Stop, rise, no. If no one is home, meaning if you are not in touch with or cannot identify your feelings, you will not make the appropriate adjustments, or you will be driven by external stimuli that is often misperceived or judged through past experiences. That is it. You think you know what's going on, and then you start reacting to what happened 8 years ago, okay? Feelings are the language through which your life speaks to you. I saw somebody wrote in there earlier, I'm having a spiritual breakdown. No, that's just a feeling. Pause. Come present to the feeling. Ask for a word and then proceed. I don't care what's going on. Pause. Stop. Come present. I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that, I'm feeling this, I'm thinking this, I'm thinking that, I'm thinking that. Holy Spirit, give me a word. Just that simple, all right? It is important to trust what your life is trying to communicate. If you have a limited emotional vocabulary, meaning you cannot name what you feel, or a sparse emotional library, meaning you have little to draw from, you will spend a great deal of time chasing things and people that do not fill your needs. This is how self-trust breaks down. When you are unwilling or afraid to feel your feelings, when you don't want to cry or say the wrong thing, you get stuck in thinking about what you should feel rather than acknowledging what you actually do feel. When you are not in touch with your feelings, when you cannot name them, and do not give yourself space or permission to feel them, you are left with needs that do not go away and that you are unable to fulfill. This leads you to believe that you are not safe in the world, that you've made bad choices, that you cannot have what you desire, and that your best efforts will never be good enough. You spend so much time gathering facts externally that you miss the information you receive from internally from your feelings. And this is how you miss the boat that delivers you the lack of self-trust. When you, as adults, we think and talk ourselves out of what we feel. We convince ourselves that working is more important than eating or watching television, doing the laundry, or finishing the assignment from work. We tune out our feelings, essentially committing a form of self-abuse and neglect. In doing so, we reinforce the false belief that what we need or want doesn't matter. With this mindset in place, with the abusive behaviors in our consciousness, we have difficulty identifying, trusting, or expressing what we feel. We shy away from our feelings, whether good or bad, and a filter covers our mind that determines how we see and evaluate the world. When we do not trust or pay attention to our feelings, we rely on habitual patterns of thought and action grounded in what happened before and what we already know. When we expect to be judged, criticized, and put down, no matter how much we may try to avoid it, we will get exactly what we expect. These experiences serve to fuel the negative ego and prove just how right we are about how wrong we are in the world. When we believe we are wrong or bad and expect to mess up or be criticized for what we do, we cannot trust ourselves. Self-trust. Trust. Mastering the 4 essentials. Trust in self, trust in God, trust in others, and trust in life. That's our reading for today, yeah? Here's our affirmation. I am and I feel grounded, centered, safe, and secure. That's an affirmation. I am and I feel empowered and powerful. I am and I feel strong, accomplished, clear, and fulfilled. I am and I feel worthy and worthwhile, inspired and motivated. Yeah? That's our affirmation because we are claiming it and now we are creating the feeling for it, okay? So we can trust our feelings. One more time. Here we go. I am and I feel empowered and powerful. Take a breath. I am and I feel strong, accomplished, clear, and fulfilled. I am and I feel worthy and worthwhile, inspired and motivated. Come on, breathe. I am and I feel. That gives a little energy to your affirmation, all right? Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to talk to you this morning quickly because I know we want to get about our day, about taking care of yourself. Yeah? I mean, really taking care of yourself. Not just because of the corona, but because there's so much going on. Yeah? And one of the reasons that it is so important to keep yourself in check is because it's an important aspect of self-care. You don't want to always be going off and blowing up. You don't always want to feel down and drained, giving more to everybody than you give to yourself. So as you keep yourself in check, it's an important part of self-care. And knowing what to do, when to do it, how much to do it, is absolutely impossible when you're not in check and when you don't take care of yourself. Can you hear me? When you think of taking care of yourself or self-care, you may envision an environment, a calm environment, having a little sip of iced tea, or you may be surrounded by lit candles and some good music, or you may be having a massage or a spa day at home. That's self-care, yeah. But there are so many other great ways that we can care for ourselves. And however, true self-care involves 5 basic areas or dimensions that I want to review with you to make sure that you know, to make sure that you can do this. Because many of us will do 1 or 2 of the things in 1 or 2 of the areas and then ignore all the other 3. Can you hear me? And then without proper self-care on all 5 levels, we will never get what we desire and we'll always feel unfulfilled. And we won't be satisfied in our relationships. And we'll always be reaching out. We gotta do self-care. The other important thing about self-care, and this will excite you, is that you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't. You have to learn and practice conscious self-care before you are able to really care for others properly. Because without self-care, you set yourself up to be in dysfunctional, toxic, and abusive relationships that'll leave you feeling drained, or resentful, or angry, and exhausted. I was listening, and angry. I was listening this week to the what do they call them? Frontline workers, the doctors and the nurses. And because people are doing all of these crazy things and the virus is going up, the doctors and the nurses are exhausted because we're not practicing self-care. We're imposing dysfunction on other people. Self-care. Self-care. All right? Because this is what taking care of yourself. It means that you've got to fuel yourself properly. Yeah? Fuel yourself properly. It means you need to be aware of what to feed your mind, your heart, your body, your spirit. You need proper nutrients on all of those levels. You need necessary calories on all of those levels, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and socially. Taking care of yourselves means how to moderate things, not deprive yourself, but do things in moderation. Yeah? Not just to eat pizza every night because you don't have nothing else and you're rushing and running. Not to sleep all day and don't get anything done, but moderate so that you are feeding yourself everything that you need. Taking care of yourself means you gotta be active. You gotta be active. Some people, the only time they walk is to get to the car to go to work. And then they go to work and sit down. Taking care of yourself means you gotta be active. You gotta keep your heart pumping. You gotta work up some sweat. You got to, so that your heart will live long. Yeah? And not just because you wanna get somewhere and do something. All right? Taking care of yourself. It means that you've got to rest. You've got to rest. Oh my God. We are so freaking busy. You have to rest. The healing power of a nap and sleep deprivation will make you stupid. Okay? The healing power. Taking care of yourself means to spend time with yourself. Everybody's so busy running to get in a relationship or do the wild things. Spend some time with you. Just be with you. Enjoy your own company. At least know what it feels like being alone. Listen, I had a movie party with me the other night. I was a Netflixing fool. I watched the whole season of Orange is the New Black. I was just spending time with me. And some of us are very uncomfortable being with ourselves, all right? Taking care of yourself means allowing yourself to be expressive. Say what you feel, what you need, and extravagant. Sometimes just spend your money on you. Spend your time on you, all right? Just express, right? And be who you are. Taking care of yourself means mustering up the courage to let go when it's time to let go. Whatever it is, the job, the relationship, the habit, the clothes. Let bygones be bygones. Put your faith in the future. But just take care of yourself. Most importantly, taking care of yourself means loving on you just as you are. But so many of us can't get to the self-love because we haven't mastered the self-care. So I want to talk about self-care for a moment, okay? I want to talk about some of the things that are important, the 5 areas of self-care, all right? And we're not all there. I'm not all there. Listen, there are days when I would rather eat 2 pints of coffee ice cream and eat some hot bread with butter than to do anything else. And some days I do that, and other days I don't, okay? But the 5 dimensions that you got to look at, all right? Care for the spiritual self, the invisible self. Care for the physical self, that's the body. Care for the emotional self, that's your feelings. Care for the intellectual self, that's your mind. And care for the social self, that's how you connect with other people, all right? Let's look at care for the spiritual self very, very quickly, okay? You must have a daily spiritual practice, people. You must. You got to create a morning ritual or a daily ritual. This is the most critical part of everything. With all that's going on in the world, you know, if you're not an early riser or you don't have a particular religious faith or walk, you've got to create a daily spiritual practice. I do mine in the morning so that my day can unfold. But it doesn't matter what it is. You must care for your spiritual self. You must. You know, if you got to be at work real early or if you got kids or something, do it in the evening before you go to bed so that you wake up with your spirit renewed. Care for your spiritual self. And it doesn't have to be hard. Don't make it hard, okay? The next element, care for your emotional self. That's what our reading was talking about. One of the reasons we don't trust ourselves is because we don't care for our emotional self. You got to check in with yourself in the morning, in the evening, when things happen, when things come up. Ask yourself, okay, how does this feel right now? What am I feeling? What am I thinking? If you can, write your stuff down in a journal. I walk with sticky notes. And when things happen, I just write it on the sticky note. Pissed off, punch you in your eye. I don't leave that stuff calling in my head. I don't leave that stuff, you know. I write my emotions out because emotions are energy and they will pollute your environment, you know. You got to incorporate small things into your life that bring you joy each day. You got to know what joy feels like. You've got to know, and you have to be the source of your joy. My joy every day is my coffee. I don't drink it all day long, but I get up in the morning, and after I do my prayer on the side of the bed, and after I go to the potty, I'm in the kitchen, okay? I got to smell my coffee. That brings me joy. What brings you joy? You know, that you don't have to pay for or buy. What brings you joy? The other thing is, listen to me. Listen. You've got to learn how to nurture the inner child. All of us have that part of us that went through things when we were young and impressionable, that have shaped who we are. And that part of you is still there. It's still there. That little boy, that little girl. You don't have to get all down into, oh, they beat you, they raped you, they whatever. But what you do have to do is honor that part of you. Otherwise, it's going to run your life. And every now and then, stop, check in, and say, how old do I feel right now? What does this remind me of? Okay, baby, listen, I got this. You sit down. I got it. I got it handled. Okay? Check in. You've got to nurture the inner child. I have a picture of me at 5 that I carry. It's everywhere. Sometimes I have to have a talk with her because she's just running amok, and I'm scared and I'm running and whatever. So, but when you nurture that inner child, you can rewrite some of that past in the way that you act today, okay? Care for the spiritual self, care for the emotional self. Then comes the the physical self, because that's what houses the heart and the body, you know? You gotta exercise, people. You gotta move, even if it's just walking. Listen, some days I have to beat myself. I have to beat my own butt to get downstairs on that treadmill because I told y'all I'm allergic to exercise. I'm allergic. It breaks me out in hives. I can't take it. I do love yoga. I do love qigong, but sometimes that ain't making my heart breathe. So I gotta get down there on that treadmill, okay? The other thing is, please eat something green. Please eat something green. We've got to nourish and nurture our body. Food is not for your mouth. Food is for your body. We get so caught up in the taste until we forget. We forget that food isn't about what it tastes like. Food is about what it does. It's your fuel. You put gas in your car and eat French fries all day long. Please. And again, sleep. All right? Self-care. Care for the physical body. It's nourishment and rest, all right? Be sure. And movement, nourishment, and rest, all right? Then care for the intellectual body, your mind. You can't just live working and striving to get ahead. You must keep stretching your mind in order to have a well-developed mind. One of the reasons people are so afraid of everything is because, I do wheatgrass shots too. One of the reasons people are so afraid of stuff is because they don't know anything about it. They don't know anything about it, and yet they're afraid of, you can't be doing no meditation, astrology, it don't mean nothing, and what that mean, and stretch your mind, read about stuff, study stuff. That's self-care for your intellectual mind. Stay updated on what's happening in the world. You don't have to watch the news, but do you read National Geographics? That's how I found out what was happening to the polar bears and the seals and the sharks and everything. Study topics that interest you. Study them in depth. I'm a perpetual student. Dedicate some time every day to learn something new. I don't care if it's a new word. You all always marvel at how I know about these words. That's because I study them. I don't ever take anything for granted. I go, I look it up, I study it, I look up the etymology of it. I want to know where it came from, what it means, so that I can understand what I'm thinking and feeling and what people are saying. So care for the spiritual self, care for the emotional self, care for the physical self, care for the intellectual self, and please care for the social self. How do you interact with people? You've got to have strong boundaries. You got to know what you will and will not accept. Boundaries between you and your family, you and your friends. One of the reasons we have so much breakdown in our family is because we don't have boundaries. People think they can just run amok in your life and stay and do everything because you've never created boundaries. Care for your social self means having boundaries. It also means working in the bigger community, beyond your family. What do you do for your community? What do you do for organizations? What do you do? Get social. Get out of that little small circle that you're in. And not just your church, not just your family, your community. Things that will align with your values and push you. Social self. You got to really understand how you do relationships. Okay? Your social self. Because we all have bonding patterns. How we hook to other people. Sometimes we hook to other people that need us. Sometimes we hook to other people we need. Sometimes we hook to people that were like our mother, our father. You got to understand your bonding patterns because that's what runs your social self. You'll go into relationships and situations and circumstances that reinforce your bonding pattern. And sometimes you need to unhook. Are you always the one that everybody comes to? Are you always the one that has to be strong? Or are you the one that never can do nothing? You always need somebody to help you. Are you the one that always has to have it all together? What is your social pattern? Self-care requires that you take care of your social self with boundaries and your bonding patterns and what it is that you do to create relationships, okay? So, self-care for the spiritual self, for the emotional self, for the physical self, the intellectual self, and the social self. You got to do it on all levels. Some people go to yoga and the gym and eat well and do everything, and they don't talk to nobody. They lock themselves up in the house like a hermit. Okay? What about your social self? You got to get out in the world and interact with people and do stuff. All right? So getting the 5 dimensions of your well-being in check. That's why I say check yourself. Check yourself on all levels. It'll help you create a more solid foundation from which you will grow and prosper. If one of those things are out of whack and out of balance, you can't move, you know? So we've got to learn to take good care of ourselves. And as we take better care of ourselves, we really get into more self-love. And you become more familiar with the aspects of yourself, you know? Really. So remember, the top 5 components of daily health care: caring for the spiritual self, the emotional self, including the little child, the physical self, the intellectual self, and the social self. And be sure that includes hydration, drinking water, keeping yourself hydrated, movement, okay, personal development, nutrition, and rest. Rest, okay? And when you do these things, you know, it builds your confidence, it stretches your self-esteem, and it really gives you a greater sense of self, all right? So check yourself before you wreck yourself by doing self-care, all right? That's what I wanted to talk to you about this week, because that's what I'm learning. Everybody was, you better take care of yourself, take care of yourself, take care of yourself. I said, well, wait a minute. Well, let me make sure I understand what they're saying, and let me make sure that I'm doing it, all right? For me, the biggest one is the social self. I mean, I have great relationships. I have hundreds of people in my life, but I don't go out much. You know why? I don't go out much because people don't let me be. Hi, can I have a picture? Can you sign this? Ooh, listen, okay? So that's why I stay home. I want to show y'all something, but I got to go get it, okay? So y'all breathe. Pause. I want to show you something. I want to show you something. Don't go away. I'm coming right back. I'm coming right back, okay? I'm coming right back. But I want to show you this. And I want to get the check yourself cards off the floor. We'll do one more before I go. How about that? I want to show you all this pile of mail. All right? When we did the From the Ground Up and the antiviral program, yeah, I promised people I would send them gifts. And I did. And people kept saying, oh, I didn't get it, I didn't get it. Well, when I went to my post office the other day, this is the return mail that I got. This is just part of the pile. Do you see this? I want you to see this, because people are so quick to say, she didn't send me nothing. I didn't get nothing, and blah, blah, blah. And this one right here, not only did they not deliver it, they took the gift that was inside of it out. U.S. Postal Service, I'm sorry, okay? I am so sorry. Now, I mailed this on, I'm trying to see the date. I can't see the date. It's probably on here, I just can't see it, all right? Let me tell you something. Here's a letter. Can you see this? To the Honorable Mayor, Keisha Lance Bottoms, I sent her a prayer in April. They returned it to me on July 9th. And you know what it says? Attempted, not known. Keisha Lance Bottoms, the mayor of Atlanta. Attempted, not known. I just want you all to see. Destiny Dickens, they stole your gift, all right? Anna Machiayi, returned to me. Airmail, put a lot of postage on this. Ida Blake, return. Alicia Golden, right in Louisville, Kentucky, return. Angelica Alameda, return. I'm telling you, I sent these things out in February and March, all right? Damian Brinson, return. Catherine Hanna, return. I got a whole pile of them from February and March. Danny Stillwell, I know her address by heart, 4206 Seneca, Detroit, Michigan. So I just want you all to see, all right? Just want you to see. If I said I was going to send you something and you didn't get it, all right? I can't bring the whole crate over, but I just wanted you to see. All right? How about that? All right. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check yourself. These cards are available. We're going to put the link in the thing. We're going to put the link in there so you can get them. They are beautiful. They're beautiful cards. Yeah? One word. That's all you get. Pause. Come present. Boop. Get a word. Let's see, what do we get? This time we got rise again. We got rise again. Okay? So I read that earlier. This week, stay in touch with yourself this week. This week coming up. Okay? Uranus and Neptune. Uranus and Neptune. I mean, not Neptune. Jupiter and Uranus squaring each other, creating all manner of hysteria. Okay? So keep yourself in check. Makes a beautiful gift. And it comes with the little bag. Yeah? Comes with the little bag. And they're not expensive because I had to have them printed. All right. That's all I got for you today. But I want you to do self-care for the spiritual self. Oh, it's conjunct. It's conjunct Pluto, but it's in opposition to Uranus. Okay? Check over there and see. You'll see what I'm talking about. Physical, spiritual self, emotional self, physical self, intellectual self, and social self. Billy, I told you what happened to Billy. Billy had an eye infection. Billy had pneumonia, and Billy was my turtle, and Billy had a calcium deficiency. And so they wanted me to put him in the tank and put him under the light and give him an injection in his, yes, Jupiter is conjunct Pluto, but both are retrograde. Yes, I know. It's, whatever. It's rough. Okay, it's hard out here for a pimp and the hoe and everybody. All right? And things that happen unexpectedly will expand. That's what's happening with the virus. But anyway. So I sent Billy to the aquatic life preserve because I was not going to spend my day putting no medicine up a turtle's butt. I didn't even know turtles had butts. Okay, and Freedom and Peace are they just got spayed yesterday because they're toy palms, and they have a hard time having babies, and I can't with it. Okay, so they got spayed yesterday, so they're with my godson Aldo. He's taking them. All right, the Check Yourself cards you can get, and I'm leaving us today with a reading from Jesus Calling, the I Am book, Enjoying Peace in His Presence. All right, for this week. This is for this week, and this is what it says. If you learn to trust me, really trust me, with your whole being, then nothing can separate you from my peace. Everything you endure can be put to good use by allowing it to train you to trust me. This is how you foil the works of evil growing in grace through every adversity that was meant to harm you. Joseph was a prime example of this divine reversal, declaring to his brothers, "Ooh, this is my thing right here. You meant it for evil, but God means it for good." Come on, somebody. Do not fear what this day or any day may bring your way. Concentrate on trusting me and doing what needs to be done. Relax in my sovereignty, remembering that I go before you. Fear no evil, okay? Fear no evil. For I can bring good out of every situation you will ever encounter if you learn to trust me. Jesus calling, okay? And the check yourself cards, yeah? And I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about that. Deep bow of love, deep bow. Bye.